Welcome to another video. Yeah, I've had a bit of a trim and a lot and quite a new look. But today's video, well, what a week, we've had sacking, we've had, let's talk about it, shall we?
Let's lay in the dead grass, stare at the stars, run away, live out of cars and bars. Let's just leave here, 'cause there's nothing left to see. And if there's wrong,
Before we kick off this video, I'm short on admin, so I had an issue earlier this year where I had to remove one, and I've still not found a replacement. I just need one. I've got another one. So yeah, if anyone's interested in helping the channel, all the contact details are on the channel. Just go onto the channel and it's on there, and you'll be able to find the contact information and contact me if you want to join in. I'll leave a video, a little clip next, and that'll explain more. If you're interested in joining this channel or helping out the channel, please just get in touch with me or leave a comment at the bottom of this video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, after Saturday, many of you all know, Steve Bruce got sacked, and I think many fans will agree with me on this, that great guy, fantastic person, who wants to try and do what they're there for, but it didn't quite work out. Last season was okay, but this season it's not quite worked out, and I think with the results that we've had, not particularly in performance, we have improved in performance, but the way that we played last Saturday, I think the only option that Sadler had, with the North Stand being toxic and the fans were shouting, not abuse, but they were shouting for Steve Bruce to go, and I think after all that, that was where he had to go, and he got sacked, pretty much straight away after the game. You knew that was it, because the fans were there, and yeah, it happens in football, and whether it's the right idea or not, which it was the right idea, we're in the bottom 3, 4, whatever it is, but we're second, second from bottom, and to have Steve Bruce in charge with that many games, we should have won. I mean, an example is Exeter away. We lost 4-1. We should never have done that. Maybe drawing, but the team and the players that we've got, really, we should be beating Exeter, really, and we've got Stevenage, we should have won a lot more. The only wins that we've had this season are Barnsley at home and Huddersfield at home, and we've not won away from home. We've lost them all. I think I don't even remember us drawing one. So it has been pretty bad, and I feel quite sorry for Sadler, because he's backed him, and I mean, Bruce is probably the only player in a long time that's been backed as much as that from Sadler, but we've not really got anywhere, and yeah. And the question now lies, who comes in next? I know we're heavily linked, the favourite is Ian Evatt, and I think from what happened at Bolton, where he did quite well, and then it sort of dropped towards his end of time at Bolton, and and then he ended up getting sacked. But I don't, or did he resign? I can't remember, but I don't think it was that bad, At the time, obviously, he's come out of management now and he's had that time to refresh. Sometimes managers just need a refresh, don't they, before coming back in. So he might come and do a good job. He plays attacking possession football, I think, which is what we want. But we also don't want the going back passing round, like we do to waste time. So yeah, hopefully we do get somebody in that's able to deliver what we need. So yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if Simon Sadler actually gets it right this time. I suppose we'll find out in the coming weeks or days, whatever.
Let's go.
Now it's just a thought, but do you ever look at old content that you've created, in maybe a few years ago or a year ago or however long? Because, it always pops up on mine, and says, oh, you've got a memory from 2 years ago. And I had one from 5 years ago the other day, and I think it was 5 years ago, and I'm thinking, I didn't know how to hold a camera. Like when I started doing videos, I had no idea what to say, so I had to hold a piece of paper, as you saw then, in my hand, just going off that because I had no confidence. I didn't know how to word things. Now I do. I just get on with it. But it was absolutely horrendous when I started. I was like, how do I do this? And how do I word it? And how do I get the best content out of myself to put out there for other people? It was so difficult, but now I'm used to it. I just do it as you would, And obviously, I was a bit camera shy as well because I'd never done it before, and I was like, what will people think if I don't look presentable? You have to think about those sort of things as well. Doing these kind of videos, you have to make yourself don't look in a mess, with whatever all over yourself. I mean, it was kind of like, oh my God, how do you guys just literally sit there and watch my videos? That's what it was like. But, I have to say, I have improved and a lot, the more I've done them, the more I've improved and got that confidence level at a standard where people do watch the videos. I'm starting to get the views higher than what I did when I first started, because the views are the problem as well. Because when I started doing videos, I was like, not even 10 subscribers. I was getting there, that progress of subscribers. And then I was like, why am I even doing this with only 5 views? But I suppose progress continues, and look at us now. We've had, this week we've had 3 videos over the 1,000 mark, so we are moving forward. I'm hoping that this long chattering video will get, that further as well. If you like talking to me, I don't know, or listening to me yap on, I don't know, but that's the process, is that. So hopefully there's more good videos to come, but first, just to end this video, we're just going to go on to the last topic that I want to just go over, and it's just about social media in general, just about, content creators and people that like to make content on social media, or it could be YouTube, it could be TikTok, you name it. I just want to touch on it a little bit. So, I post on TikTok and YouTube now, and I don't think many people talk about, about the issues surrounding this, And sometimes, behind the scenes, content creators, YouTubers, anyone, who posts online, they they might be struggling a little bit, and behind the scenes they might have family issues, or they might just be having to deal with something in the background of doing their content. And my reason with just touching on this is I just want to put it out there that, people that randomly, random people that just hate random people on the internet. And I'm not saying that I'm getting any hate, because I'm not. I'm literally not. But I just want to get it out there. And, all it takes really, is just one message or one comment that you put to somebody to set it off really and become a spiral, But the question that you've got to ask yourself is, seriously, what's happened to being kind to each other? And I'm only saying it because I have seen it on other people, on other content creators. I know them. I know other content creators that have received comments, and in the past, maybe I've had that sort of few comments. I have had a few where I've had to remove them or they go under review or whatever, but I do know people that have had them recently. And we do see quite a lot of people, quit doing things, quit doing content, and quit doing, social media or Facebook because of people's unacceptable comments. And realistically, as a content creator, there's nothing really that you can do. And unfortunately, you can't even have an opinion on social media without someone saying something nasty and without somebody just saying do something crazy to yourself. It gets that far sometimes. And I'm just saying, just because you support a different football team, or you do this different, or you do that different, or you've got different hair colour, you don't have glasses, or you wear glasses, people are different. And as an example, just because I support Blackpool and then you support Preston, for example, that just, it doesn't give any permission or any mean, to be horrible to people. And in other words, it doesn't entitle you to be horrible to people because, you don't know what those people are going through, whether they're going through a hard time or not. And if you've put a comment that's inappropriate or classed as a hate comment or not appropriate, and that will upset that person, it's not nice really, is it? And just because you think, just because you can post on social media and comment on people's stuff doesn't mean that, it doesn't tell you that, that those people are struggling with something behind the scenes or not. It doesn't, you don't know that. So, I'm going to start to finish this video now. So, don't post anything on social media like a comment, that's not acceptable because you think it's funny, because it's not, and it's not funny. So if it's about football, and you don't like who they support, or if you're watching somebody on YouTube that does content, a vlog or daily vlogs, whatever, and you don't like what they say or their opinion, and instead of commenting rubbish on the channel or anything, or and if you genuinely do not like them and you dislike what they do or what opinions they have, block them. Don't comment anything that you shouldn't. Just block them and say I don't want to watch them anymore, and then that way you've got nothing to do with them. It's quite an easy step. Just block them. Don't report them. Just block them if you don't want to watch them. Anyway, I'm going to end this topic now in the video, but just be nice to people on the internet. You know, you don't know them, you don't know what they're going through, and behind the scenes, you know, people still do vlogs and videos even though they've got stuff going on behind the scenes, and you don't know what's going on, whether it's family member issue or not. So be nice to people on the internet and respect them. Anyway, that's enough talking now. I'm going to end this video, and there's no Stockport away video this weekend, but I am going, but there's no Stockport video because obviously of this video. I did explain this summer that there's not going to be that many football videos because I'm mixing it up. So, but I am going to Stockport. If I see you there, I'll wave at you, whatever, you know, say hello. But yeah, I'm not going to which one is it? I'm not going to Peterborough, but I could be going to the one after that. I'll have to let you know. I'm on a schedule with all these videos, so I'm not sure, but there won't be a video tomorrow, but I am going to Stockport, so hopefully we win. I'm going through maybe 1-0, maybe 1-1. Hopefully Dobby will, you know, get us going there. Franco will be in goal, which is great. You know, he's been waiting for that. And yeah, hopefully we'll go there loud and proud. I'm going to go for 1-0 Blackpool, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will probably be now. I'm hoping Wednesday, so Wednesday the next video. So thank you for watching this one. Make sure you subscribe and like and comment on the video below for more good content ideas. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.